There are so many commercials out there to help you lose weight today. Buy this pill, buy this product, this injection. They're all out there. Everyone's trying to sell you a product. And did you know that there's research out there that shows you how to lose weight naturally without product and pills or injections? And the research out there, it's there. It's mounting every day. There's mega studies out there that show the way to lose weight that the rest of us are living, and we're doing it healthy, and we're satisfied. I just released a book at 5-steps.net. It's called Unravel Weight Loss. It's for you. It's actually available to tell you all the research out there of how to lose weight versus buying product. And it's here, and it's actually ready for you. And there's one cost of $97. And you're thinking that's pretty high for an ebook. But I tell you what, you also get a full recipe book with how we're eating and enjoying our foods. All right. And we're loving it. And we're also cooking easily. And we're eating our vitamins. We're not taking all the over-the-counter pills. And we're also stretching and doing some very easy workouts that actually make us feel so much better. At 5-steps.net, at your fingertips for $97 one time. There's no subscription. And you don't get emails and all this other stuff unless you request to be on that. And so there is a program for you, and it's based on research. At the 5-steps.net, you can get your Unravel the Weight Loss, you can get your weight loss books and your recipes and your workouts all at one place. I'll see you there at 5-steps.net.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
And welcome back, everybody. There she is, the woman behind 5-steps.net. That's going to change your life in terms of food, program, something to follow in your life. We all have GPS in our cars. We know how to get from location A to location B. How do you do that within your journey to health? Let's talk to her. Marianne Wietbrock is back with us. How are you today?
Hi, Steve. Well, I'm actually really trying to live this life, and I'm enjoying it. And so, and as you age, okay, you're losing lean body mass weight. Okay, that's being found overall. Okay, and so you can combat that. Okay, so whether you're in your 30s, your 40s, 50s, 60s, you can actually increase your metabolic rate. And what is Ozempic and Wegovy doing? Well, they're increasing your metabolic rate. All right. They're helping you burn fat even when you're at rest. Isn't that what everybody wants to do? They want the secret. All right. They're breaking down that stored fat. And these are all helping them lose weight. Well, there's also problems with nausea, not eating enough food, not taking in enough nutrition, causing bone loss, hair loss. And you know, your memory would start to actually have a problem also. And you can cause intestinal blockages. And so these drugs are not necessarily to your benefit. People are starting to miss food. Okay, they order a steak they used to enjoy, and that baked potato, does that make your mouth water? Is your mouth watering, Steve?
I love a good steak.
But then they only take 5 or 6 bites, and then they can't eat any longer. Okay, you know, they found dieting wasn't working, so they took this miracle Ozempic, Wegovy, and now they get fuller faster. Okay, they're losing, 30 or 40 pounds over a period of time. Their diabetes numbers, their A1Cs are coming down. Okay, we don't have enough drugs for the diabetics, but when they do get it, their numbers come down, and they're like, well, okay. I tell you a story of a guy that I actually identified as one of the first COVID patients. And he actually ended in the hospital, ventilated. Then he went to rehab, and he lost a lot of weight. Okay. His A1C came back down to normal. All his liver labs came back down to normal. He hadn't been eating. And then he actually started rehab and started eating again and was upset that he started gaining weight. And his A1C came back up. And so, well, what happened? Well, he lost his lean muscle weight. He lost, but he didn't really lose the fat. He basically had just been deteriorating. And what you don't understand is that the Ozempics of the world kind of do the same thing. They actually take you from your normal metabolic rate, and they increase it, which is what exercise can do. I tell you what, and so I spend at least part of my day every day doing something for physical activity, and I have a whole slew of about 30 workout videos that you can work out with me. And we want to do the same thing. We want to reset that metabolic. We want, and basically, the Ozempics and the Wegovys were put out, and it was advised that you did a combination with lifestyle management. Okay, and instead of eating the donut, which has 350 calories, eat an apple for 50 calories. Well, people want their chips. They want their donuts. They want the magic pill. But now people aren't enjoying food anymore. The food is disgusting. Their taste is different. They're finding that they have back up into their esophagus. They're not able to digest food any longer. And so this is a problem. It's kind of like when you are addicted to alcohol, they gave you an opioid. When you're depressed, and they gave you Wellbutrin, help make the cigarettes disgusting. Well, same thing. We found a drug that actually reduces our desire for those food, for regular food. The problem with this is you can live without alcohol and you can live without cigarettes, and you're actually going to be better off. In this situation, you need food. You do need a basic amount of food to survive and to grow and age gracefully. And actually, this 5-steps.net actually helps you do that. Whether you're on the Wegovys, the Ozempics, or not, this program is great. There's 100 recipes, and we're living in the recipe book. Okay, the 30 workouts, we're doing something every single day to help us. Now, people say, well, I don't have time. I don't have time to cook. I don't have time to shop. They're doing the basics of life, and they're trying to get through, and they're maybe working one or two or more jobs, but yet they're not having the energy to survive their day. And the ebook actually that is included in this program, it's a short book. It's 49 pages. It actually helps you understand the philosophy behind it and how people have been able to meet their goals. Okay. And so basically, we want to make sure when they did these original studies on these Ozempics and the Wegovys, basically it's the same drug. They actually did it based on people eating certain amounts of food. Okay. And when you look at the studies, they actually weren't able to do the long-term studies because they put this out so quick, but it is actually advised that you are eating a certain amount of food with this. And so making sure that you're on the lowest dose for the shortest period of time, and actually having a program to follow. That's what people don't have. They didn't have the guidance. They didn't know where to go. There's, there's the certain programs say, well, don't eat the pea. Well, I'm telling you, eat the pea because it's full of nutrients and protein. And, we don't like peas, don't eat peas. But there's so many misconceptions that people have. Don't eat fat. Don't eat fruit, don't eat carbs. And we're so confused. And actually, this book and this process helps you get back on track so that you preserve your lean muscle mass, that your metabolic rate is high, so that you can actually lose weight while you're sleeping, in other words. And it's advised that you actually follow a program, a lifestyle like this. And so I'm here to help you with that at the 5-steps.net. There is a fee, okay? It's $97. And you're like, well, that's kind of high, but it's a one-time fee. Steve, I mean, it's, and you've expressed that that's probably worth it because it's worth going out to dinner a couple times.
Oh my
But this is a
gosh.
one-time fee.
Yeah. And it's a living, breathing entity. You're always adding recipes. You're always adding videos. It's not a set it and forget it automation program that you're offering that somebody just downloads and they're done. No. And if they so choose, they can get updates in an email and all of that. Now, you said before at the start today about what happens to our bodies as we age, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s on up. Is that why many of us say, let's say they get to 50. Oh, I gained some weight. I'm working out. I think I'm eating better. I'm not losing anything. I don't, I don't understand it. And when you were in your 20s, jog for 2 weeks, eat cereal, and you're ready to go for the summer. Is what's going on there that makes it more challenging to get to the weight that you want to be at?
So we spend all of our life growing up, right? When we're, kindergarten, we want to be, the big kid, and we're the big kid, we want to be the adult. And then we're the adult, we want to have all the privileges of being the adult. We've grown up. Now we've spent all of our life in the first part growing up, okay? And so maturing our bodies and developing our muscles and our bone mass. And then about middle age happens, okay? And we do change our life, okay? If you see, your when you're in kids, okay, the grandkids were over this weekend, they didn't stop, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Whereas the adults are not at their level, okay? And so now, do we need to run around with our heads chopped off all day long? No, we don't, okay? But there are certain things that we can do with these exercises that I have lined out for you. Doing them on a daily basis can help you preserve your muscles and your bones for safety, for energy. And the foods, they're easily made and they're family friendly, tested, and tasty and savory. That's a thing. It's got to be savory, and we got to like what we're eating. And if I want a chip, well, okay, then I eat a chip. But I'm not having the cravings because I have satisfied my body eating the right nutrients. And so, oh my gosh. And so there's so many times people eat wrong because they are having the cravings. And it's really exciting when they find that this program helps them reduce their cravings. They actually feel better. Their digestion works for them. That's the number one thing. The digestion works for you because you're actually eating the right things. And the ebook helps the person design their lifestyle. And we start off with what's your why? Okay, well, you go to work every day and you come home and you're exhausted and you go right to the couch and then you can't sleep at night. Well, we help you with that. Okay. We help you understand how to design a lifestyle that works. And once you have it, then you're good, okay? And then you're on your way. And in 6 months to a year, you're still living the same lifestyle. And it's healthy, it feels good, it tastes good, it looks good. And you're like, well, that's too good to be true. Okay, well, there's always the skeptics. And there's people that say, well, I can't lose weight. I've tried no matter what I do. Well, have you really tried? Okay. And if you are on the Ozempics and the Wegovys and you're losing your weight, there's a good chance you're not going to be able to stay on that forever. And some people don't even have the right, they don't get the same effect. They don't get weight loss, or they have too much nausea, or, other problems that have come along, like their GI tract quits working. Then what are we going to do? Well, the 5-steps.net actually outlines it for you and then helps you live a healthy life. And let's actually we're recreating your lifestyle, okay? So that you can actually enjoy your life.
So, question, let's say you're on the program, and I'm going to speak from experience here because this weekend I fell off the wagon. I derailed. I deviated from my diet. It was celebrate my birthday with my sister, who's a twin. I won't even tell
Happy
you.
birthday.
Thank you. Um, it included two donuts, a calzone, half of one, two slices of pizza, a hero, which I never eat, a lot of bread and carbs, and it was just sitting on the beach. Why not? Um, I don't feel like I normally do because of eating all that stuff. Um, is it okay to occasionally, though? Yeah, we got holidays coming up and such to change your diet for a weekend, a day, whatever it is, when you're on the 5-step program.
So with 49, only 49% making it to retirement. Okay. So that's an issue. Okay. So does that mean we're going to eat our, like you said, pizzas, burgers, fries, every day, donuts? No, I mean, you really can't do that every day. A newspaper once misquoted me. They said, well, you should have a healthy diet once a week. And I'm like, oh, no. I said, you need to retract that. They said, no, we think that's right. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so the nutrition out there, the moving, the motion, oh my gosh, you have pain. Okay. And so there's so many different things in life that actually prevent us from doing that. Okay. Then there's the birthdays, the holidays, and grandparents, and there's everything else in between. And so take it if you had a meal or an occasional, but you can't do, you know, something every week, all weekend. And
Sure.
so now this weekend, basically, we were having some big fun during the day, and we had some healthy foods. We had some apples and cucumbers and cheese and crackers, and no one was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm starving. I want the junk food." So if you prevent it by eating the right things up front, and if you're eating every 3 to 4 hours, okay. And so this program, if you looked at the 100 recipes, there's something for breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner,
Sure.
and you should be doing that. And then now, okay, then you come around your friends and your family, and they all want to do all this. Well, don't go hungry. And so there's just some philosophies here that come out in this ebook that really help people work through some of that.
And I was, in my question, it's a one-off. We have every once in a while a little celebration, things change, but yeah, by and large, you got to stay reasonably on the plan. However, that doesn't mean that you're starving yourself, you're depriving yourself of delicious food, fun things to eat. How about when you're on the program and you go to a restaurant? So you didn't make the food, and now you have to make those selections. I would imagine once you're in the frame of mind on the program, you better know the selections to make in that you're used to it. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm going to eat that. I'm going to eat that. As opposed to running blind at a restaurant. Does the program help you learn more about nutrition at the same time?
Well, yes, it does. And so, as an example, there was something going out one time about, oh, don't eat iceberg lettuce. There's no value in iceberg lettuce. Well, I'm here to tell you there's value in iceberg lettuce. Okay, there's many vitamins, vitamin A, lots of water, some
Fiber.
fiber, and
Yes.
and so if you're not eating the salad, did you eat the French fries instead? And so basically,
I love
I
the
like.
taste of lettuce. I don't know what it is. I know it doesn't have a ton of nutrients, but it's got some. It's not for naught. So I totally agree with you.
So it's got crunch, and I like crunch.
And then
Okay,
there's
some
that.
people like smooth. Okay, and comfort food, right? Okay, well, there's comfort food. People looked at this recipe book and they're like, "Oh my gosh, my comfort foods are in here." And so you can eat your comfort foods, you can have your crunch and your smooth, and so then people are enjoying it, and their kids are enjoying it. And then if you're a single person, there's some good suggestions in there on simple cooking.
Mm. I might have asked you this, but I'm curious, and we're almost out of time. but there's a health food store near me and they make prepared meals. Hear me out on this one before I even ask this question. They make prepared meals. The meals cost $10 each. If you did the math on that, basically in 1 week of, a couple of lunches and dinners, you've already paid for this program. Just saying. There's a sign on the window that says it's 80% diet, 20% exercise. Is that accurate?
Oh, I'm going to go 50-50.
Okay.
Okay. You can't leave out the physical activity, and there's so many different things that we can
Oh.
do. People
Mm.
are in pain, their back hurts, their feet hurt, their hips hurt, everything hurts.
Sure.
I can tell you motion is lotion, and in this one, I wouldn't give up my stretching at night every night because it helps me function during the day, and I'm
It's
a
so true.
happier person, and I wear the right, I wear good shoes on my feet, and sandals every now and then, but I actually move and enjoy moving, and so the people have
Yeah.
gotten to the point where they're not moving, and so I'm telling you here,
It,
you can move, and I can help you with that. And I actually have helped people this year, okay, have helped people that weren't able to even walk out to their mailbox, now can walk, were able to walk 10,000 steps on their vacation, and they enjoyed it. And so that was worth
wow.
it to them.
Oh my gosh. And it's funny as you get older, and this was my epiphany in this year of my life. I used to look at people at the gym stretching, and I'm thinking to myself, what are you really doing? You're not working out, you're not doing cardio, you're not doing weights. It looks like a waste of time. All different ages, by the way. Until I got to this year where I started realizing that things aren't the same. I need to stretch more. I need more mobility. And now I see the value in stretching. You really shouldn't do anything until you stretch. This, it takes a program to show you that, but it's worth it. 5-steps.net. Marianne, always great having you here. Appreciate you and what you offer, and looking forward next time we get a chance to get together.
Thanks, Steve. I've enjoyed this program and sharing how there is a way out there that people are just not getting.
Yeah, and it's easier than you think, and it's absolutely tastier than you think. We'll be right back.
There are so many commercials out there to help you lose weight today. Buy this pill, buy this product, this injection. They're all out there. Everyone's trying to sell you a product. And did you know that there's research out there that shows you how to lose weight naturally without product and pills or injections? And the research out there, it's there. It's mounting every day. There's mega studies out there that show the way to lose weight that the rest of us are living, and we're doing it healthy, and we're satisfied. I just released a book at 5-steps.net. It's called Unravel Weight Loss. It's for you. It's actually available to tell you all the research out there of how to lose weight versus buying product. And it's here, and it's actually ready for you. And there's one cost of $97, and you're thinking that's pretty high for an ebook. But I tell you what, you also get a full recipe book with how we're eating and enjoying our foods. All right. And we're loving it. And we're also cooking easily, and we're eating our vitamins. We're not taking all the over-the-counter pills, and we're also stretching and doing some very easy workouts that actually make us feel so much better. At 5-steps.net, at your fingertips for $97 one time. There's no subscription, and you don't get emails and all this other stuff unless you request to be on that. And so there is a program for you, and it's based on research. At the 5-steps.net, you can get your Unravel the Weight Loss, you can get your weight loss books and your recipes and your workouts all at one place. I'll see you there at 5-steps.net.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.